Good day, everybody, and welcome to week 3 of Body Blast. Okay, I'm sure you're really eager to get right to it, so here we go. Okay, so we are going to start once again with our dynamic warm-up. We're going to do a toe touch 10 times each leg. I'm just going to back up a little bit so you can see my full form. And we're going to start off 10 times. Whoop. We're going to do little small range of motion, increasing in range of motion as we approach number 10. Breathing in, breathing out, setting our focus on the workout ahead. I believe that was number 5. I don't have any tunes, so you guys want to go ahead and set some music up for yourself. That would be great. Whatever works for you, whatever gets your mind on the workout. Okay. Whew. And then we are going into, next for our warm-up is our forward lunge, reaching arms up. So I'm going to demonstrate this from the side because since this is a warm-up, we're not going to come down too low. Make sure your knees are stacked directly over your ankles as you come down. We're going to just start off with the shallow lunge. Coming down a little bit deeper as we go further into the warm-up. Bringing hands up in front of us. Getting those legs, those thighs, those quad triceps all warmed up for the main workout. Ooh. Getting in and out. Keeping that back lifted, that chest lifted as you come down, lifting up with your knee from the back leg. Whew. Okay, we'll just say that's number 10 on each side. And now for the next warm-up exercise, we are just doing plain Jane squats. So once again, more weight to your heels, but coming back, making sure those knees do not travel over your toes. Coming down shallow to start. A little bit deeper as we get into the warm-up. And oh my goodness, this is only the warm-up and I'm already starting to get out of breath. I think it's all that training that I'm getting into. Whew. Okay. Knees stacked right over your ankles. And for the last bit of a warm-up, we're going to focus purely on our arms. We are just going to do arm circles. I'm going to come a little bit closer now. Get straight neutral spine. We're going to do counterclockwise, starting with small. 10 each side, by the way. Bigger as we approach number 10. Increasing that range of motion. 8, until we're reaching for the sky. Now, coming back, doing counterclockwise, the other direction, 10. So we're starting off small, 2, getting a little bigger, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo-wee! And that is our warm-up. Okay, moving on. As you're all feeling all ready to rock and roll here, moving on. Now, for strength conditioning for week 3, this is what we will be doing. We will be doing weighted squat thrusters. So, for this one, I'm using 15-pound weights. I encourage you to go use whatever feels right for you. I know I've said this like at least a million times over, but if you're feeling up to using heavier weights, go for it. A modification would be just to use lighter weights. Again, it's up to you. Challenge yourself, but at the same time, do what feels right for your body. So anyway, without further ado, we are keeping our weights right beside our ears, elbows pointed forward, and all we're doing is we're coming down. I'm going to back up so you can see my full body. Coming down into a squat, coming up and lift. And we are going to repeat that for 60 seconds. Again, you can start off with a heavier weight because we are doing these for 60 seconds. If it gets too much for you, pause the video at any time, drop to a lower weight. I'm going to demonstrate this from the side. Again, keeping those elbows pointing in. Weight splits on either side of your ear. And as you come down in the squat, more weight should be going into your heels, putting your back butt out, coming up. And one more. That's the first exercise. Now the second exercise, we are going to do a front lunge with the front deltoid raise. For this exercise, we're going to be coming forward on our right leg. So this is how it's going to work. So we're going to lunge forward, and we're going to raise at the same time, and we're going to come back, and we're going to repeat. Now I'm using 8 pounds for this exercise to demonstrate it. A modification would be to use a lighter weight or a heavier weight if you're feeling up for it. Again, we're working for 60 seconds, so you might want to start off using a lighter weight. If you're feeling strong enough for a heavier weight, go for it. It's your workout, your time. Do what feels well for you. Push your limits. But the main thing is, so long as you're safe, okay? So when we come down in the forward lunge, we want to make sure our knee is stacked over our ankle when we come down. If you do decide to lose that, if you do lose balance at any time, put one arm out like this. Next exercise, we're doing the opposite leg. We're doing the left leg. Coming down, coming up, coming down, and up. And once more, okay? Okay, so that is our exercises for our strength component. Yes, again, we are working 60 seconds on, 40 seconds active rest, and we're going to be doing this round of 3 exercises 3 times. 1 minute break between each round. If you need to stop the video at any time after a break of water, please do so. Again, listen to your body. If it's telling you you need to hydrate, hydrate. You don't even have to wait for a break to do hydrate. Now, the other thing I really need to stress with this component, as with any other component, is you're working 60 seconds. I really encourage you to work hard, but proper form and technique is #1 top priority. Not only to get results, but for your safety while doing these exercises. I would far rather see you do the exercises slow, with controlled movements, making sure you get your proper form, than trying to repeat as many reps in 60 seconds, okay? All right, so at that, I want you to pause the video, set your timers to 60 seconds, crank up those tunes, and let's get to work. All right. How are you all feeling? Are you ready for the hit? Okay, so now we're going to drop those weights, and we're going to come, and our first exercise, all we're going to do for 30 seconds is sprint. As fast as you can in 30 seconds. Next exercise, we are going to do our good old-fashioned mountain climbers. Coming in high plank position, hands directly beneath shoulders, and we're going to go as fast as we can go for 30 seconds. Third exercise, jumping jacks. 30 seconds, jumping jacks. Modification, gonna ask you to pause your videos, set your timers to 30 seconds. We are working 30 seconds on, 20 seconds active rest, 1 minute break between each round 3 times, okay? Ready, set, go. And now, how are you all feeling? Okay, take a little bit of time to just recover a little bit. Get your breath back, because that's what the HIIT is all about, is you're going until you're out of breath, okay? Whew. But now here's the time for a little bit of recovery, because I'm gonna demonstrate the workouts for the core component. All right, so first exercise, I'm gonna go, you can see me, we are gonna do bicycle crunches. So hands placed beside your head, and we're doing opposite elbow, opposite knee, opposite elbow, opposite knee. Really, really squeezing those obliques. Modification, make it easier. You can have your legs a bit higher, harder. Place those legs a bit lower. Okay, next exercise. Whew. We are doing in and out boat pose. So again, coming up to our sits bone, chest lifted, straight neutral spine, and we're doing in and out, and that's all we're doing. Keeping that head, chest lifted, eyes focused on a certain point or object ahead of you to maintain that balance. Need be at any time, you can always place one foot on the floor or both hands on the floor if need be. And that is your core component. So now, as we had before, I want you to set your timers to 60 seconds. This one is just like the strength. 60 seconds work, 40 seconds active rest, 1 minute rest between each round. So I want you to set your timers to 60 seconds, crank up those twos, and let's get to work. 3 times each round, guys. And now that's it for day 1 of Body Blast. Woohoo, you guys really rocked it. I am so happy to see you pushing yourselves, motivating yourself. The only way to really motivate yourself really is to just do it. Just to get up and do it. Tell yourself you can. Turn that I can't into I can, because you know what? You can do it. You can do anything that you put your mind to it. Okay, so that's it for the main component. Again, I'm not demonstrating a cool down. I have included a list of stretches in the description below. What I want you to do now for 3 to 5 minutes, turn on some gentle music and just stretch. You can follow along to my stretches or whatever works for you, but all I want you to do now in the rest of the time that we have, or that you have, 3 to 5 minutes, stretching. Stretch every muscle, 15 to 30 seconds. And at some point, may I add one more thing? I will film myself doing a series of stretches, and I will post it here on YouTube, so you can follow along. But don't forget to do your stretches. We'll see you on day 2.